Oh boy, I just did a whole introduction with my microphone muted. Whoops. My apologies, guys. You should be able to hear my sound and also a little bit of music. Let me know how the volume levels are. I'm experimenting with a couple of new ways of doing this live stream today. But welcome, welcome. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I'll start again from the top. Uh, this is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul, and we are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. I'll bring the question of the day back up, Brenda Jean, because I just talked all about it and nobody heard a word I said. Whoops. Happy Monday to you too. Anyways, yeah, so I had a question of the day up, and I actually keep this question up the at the beginning of the broadcast to basically allow us to have some stuff to chat about while I get ready to go live. My plan is actually to go live or to basically open up the wake up call maybe about 5 minutes early instead of 2 minutes early, and give more people time to get in here because what I've noticed is that a lot of folks are getting in after I've already gone live. And so I'd like to give people an opportunity to gather. And so, to that effect, I have a little bit of music playing and also a question of the day that we can all discuss, which today is what small daily practice helps you thrive? And so that's the question of the day today. So I put that up at the very beginning of the broadcast, and my thought is that as we go through these, that the folks who are here a little bit early can have something to engage with and something to give me something to think about. So as I do this, I don't want this to just be the me show. I want this to be the us collaborating show. Anyways, so we are here to say some nice things about ourselves, and as we do that, as we go through these I am statements, we are really setting ourselves up for success. And so when I think about what one small daily practice that really helps me thrive, it is to pull these cards. It is to come and do this. And indeed is the we show. And the cards say I am, but the fact is that we are. And to that effect, Brenda Jean, or to that point, I actually have a version of these cards that I'm working on that instead of saying I am on them, say we are on them. And I may very well transition this to being a we are show because we are show. Kelly says 5 minutes of silence, sit in her chair and listen to the outdoors. Let me tell you, Kelly, it is an absolute luxury, in my opinion, to be able to hear the birds as I wake up. When I wake up and I hear the birds singing, to me, that is the pinnacle of luxury. Frank's daily task is reminding himself the universe always has his back. And indeed it does, Frank. Faith and fear both ask us to believe in things that haven't happened yet. Amanda's my wake up call with Maui Paul, part of the daily practice, starts your day positively. Thank you for the compliment, Amanda. So let's get into things right now. I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card. And what I'd like for you to do is to say out loud, I am that affirmation. And we're going to say it out loud. We're going to write it down in the comments and we're going to affirm it for each other. And as we do this, we are setting ourselves up for success. So let's have some fun today by saying that today I am radiant. I am radiant. I exude positivity and brightness. So I am radiant. I exude positivity and brightness. Are you radiant? You are radiant. You exude positivity and brightness. And what I'm going to do is write that down in the comments. My spell checker is telling me that it's spelled wrong, but I don't think it is spelled wrong. If it's spelled wrong, it's spelled wrong on the card too, and that's something that I should know before I print these suckers out. But we are radiant people. We exude positivity and brightness. You know, in architecture, there is a concept called walking toward light. It's a concept in architecture. It's a concept in game design. Basically, anytime that we want people to walk a certain way, the best way to do that is simply to put a little bit of light in the direction that we want them to walk. Game designers in like first person shooters or any kind of an exploration game have been doing this for years, ever since the technology existed to do so. They have always been putting little patches of light in places that they want the player to explore. Good architects have always been putting windows at the end of hallways. There's actually there's an architect who has a series of books called The Not So Big House. And The Not So Big House basically explores the concept of having smaller, more intentional spaces. And she has a lot of different concepts, but one of them is walking toward light. And essentially, we as human beings are attracted to light. We are attracted to brightness. We are attracted to the thing that's shining in the darkness. When we walk through like a store or something like that, stores are very clever about putting task lighting in places on the products that they want us to buy. So we are radiant people. We exude positivity and brightness. The same way that it happens in architecture and in retail and in game design, it also happens for us. It happens when we are positive people, others are attracted to us because they want some of that. They want to know what it is that we have inside of ourselves that allows us to be positive even when the world can be pretty shitty sometimes. That's what they want. That's what they're looking for. And as we are radiant people, as we exude that positivity and brightness, we give them something to walk toward. We give them something to be attracted to. And then we just tell them the secret of how we can do it, which is not much of a secret at all. And we say nice things to ourselves. We say nice things about ourselves. It allows us to say nice things about other people. And as we do that, we are attractive. Now, attractive doesn't necessarily mean that we're sexually attractive. That I'm not using it in that context. But we attract other people to our thoughts, to our ideas. We attract other people who are interested in helping us make our dreams a reality. And we attract other people to ourselves because we help them make their dreams a reality. Every single person in this world is looking to live a happy life, to be content, to be fulfilled, to find fulfillment in their daily existence. And as we exude positivity and brightness, we give them a way forward. We give them a way of doing that. So I am radiant today, and you are radiant too. We are radiant people, and we exude positivity and brightness. And in the same way that it happens in architecture, in retail, in store design, in game design, in the same way that it happens all those other ways, it also happens. Light draws the eye, and that includes the light that shines out from inside of you and me as we live in accordance with our highest principles, with our highest values. Because we've got life figured out, guys. Seriously. The fact is that we have this amazing ability to really know and be to know who we are, and that allows us to be at peace in ourselves. And as we are at peace in ourselves, we are inherently attractive to others. And I know that I don't always feel that way all the time, but I feel that way a lot of the time. And the folks that I talk to report that they feel that way more and more often as we continue this daily practice. So for my answer to the question of the day, what small daily practice helps me to do it? It's this. It's waking up in the morning and very intentionally focusing on what it is that's good in life. And so we all have the ability to do that. So we are radiant people today, and we're going to go be radiant. We are going to go be a light in the dark world. We're going to go shine and be that beacon of sparkliness, of positivity, and we radiate that. We are going to be just continuing to really be a service to the folks around us. So yeah, I want to say thank you all for coming by today and for being radiant with me. I will return tomorrow at 9 a.m. A little bit of feedback that I'm looking for today. So I've actually left the music running at a very quiet volume, and I'm wondering if it helps make the broadcast more interesting, or if it distracts from the broadcast. Please let me know. I can control the volume here. I wish that I had a control to fade it in and out, but unfortunately don't have one of those. But as I'm working on managing even more of this stuff and upping my own live streaming game and increasing my own skills, really I'd like to know how it is from your point of view. Also would love to know, did you like the question of the day? Is that something that you would like to continue? Just leave me a comment, let me know. I'm going to sign off at this point. Dan says he can't hear the music. Well, that means that it's going really quiet. Yeah. Brenda Jean would rather listen to my voice alone. Thank you, Brenda Jean, for that feedback. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. It has been wonderful to chat with you guys. Thank you for all of your feedback. I'll be back tomorrow with another card, with another question, and we are going to continue to say some wonderful things about ourselves and each other together. So I want to say thank you so much. I see Dennis has dropped in. Good morning, Dan and Waleed, Janet and Shauna, Lauren, Veda. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for being here. I see that Amanda, Brenda, Jean. Let's see here. Do we have a lot of folks who are continuing to chat? Here we go. Kelly and Frank are here. It is good to see you guys here. And let's see. I think that is all thus far. Paqueta came in. That's good morning, Paqueta. Chris came in. Good morning, Kristen. Robert also dropped in. And I think that is everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but we will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I will see you then. Until then, just remember that I love you and appreciate you, and I believe all these things about you, just as I believe them about myself. So let's go out and radiate some light today. Until then, until we meet again, aloha from paradise.